Here we go. Let's go with... Yeah. All right, good luck.
When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Oh, rain day.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Oh, baby. Oh.
And he's able to kick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's looking for an open man on second down.
Uh-oh. That's no good.
And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. It wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They scored.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown.
What a start.
Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race.
Thank you. Needed
He'll
that.
take it to the house. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Freshman
That dude ought
making
to
a
have
play
a
in his first
lethal
game.
sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll call for the fair catch here. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Jesus.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go through it. And they're just there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Staley. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally...
Oh, look out, there he goes! He's at the 10, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He's going to run it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this crowd.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. They'll run the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
The Pirates are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Oh,
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the wideout. Picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision making.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Fast motion from the offense. On the ground, it's Clay. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Washington. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. They're trying to get to it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Pirates will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Staley. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end.
With the score, South Carolina 21, East Carolina 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Puts him in the spin cycle. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Direct snap. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. looking for the first. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Oh, my only offense
He only
today.
needs a sliver of daylight. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Got his man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Pirates. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, but I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They believe they can run right here.
The O-line is destroying me.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. The give from the gun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, on 3rd down, they go to the running back screen. They're able to get a couple of yards, but not enough for the first. What do?
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half,
racing down the left side. The 40, at the 30, the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks, and the route is on.
what a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Rice took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Owls that fired on all cylinders. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
We'll take the respect.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds
First
like
game
they had
I
a
played
good
with
one
that,
there.
with the
East
returner.
Carolina sending the offense back to work.
More reps.
They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
Get around his ass. It's a lineman.
Across the 45. And the big gain, and they've got
Fucking
it on the
D-tackle.
46.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and then just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Corner taking a beating.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. The problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick, you know.
Where's my blocker? What are you doing back? Oh, what a shed from the kid.
Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Oh, my God.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Running back is
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 15. Catch in the end zone.
Here comes the 2-point try. Finds his big tight end.
big guy.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown.
I'll try to avoid runs, but
Fair catch, called for and made. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw.
oh, make a play on that.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, complete pass.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Snap it to the back. Running with power. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop, maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
I'd like one holding call, please.
Nothing but green ahead. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. How about the timing on that pitch?
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. You've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, South Carolina! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Oh, come on,
And that
Horner.
one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. They'll run play action. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking for space, it's Clark. Really nice run, rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. And the Pirates headed quickly to the line. They'll run for it on 4th down.
Oh, come on.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. The give to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Got his man quickly. Still running up the 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Get it out on the screen. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll go with a direct snap.
Oh.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced.
Can't tackle in space.
The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Marshall was anything but dominant, but the Thundering Herd are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome.
Do it again.
And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
They got to fix the
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw.
Busted coverage.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, ECU.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense.
Let's go. What a pick by the kid.
Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Now adjusting. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough.
God, I forgot about the accelerated clock.
For this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots, Keep
Get out of
trying to
bounds.
claw your way back into this
Just
one.
drop it next time.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Pirates in the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
They keep attacking through the air. Using
Where's
the
my
back as a
O-lineman
receiver
going?
on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Pirates are on the move. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. He wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. Steps away to find some room. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On second down, he'll fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out.
Fires deep.
Stay in bounds.
And it's caught. Touchdown, East Carolina.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Slams it ahead. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 2-possession game, down 15. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Direct snap. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Fast motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw for it. Going for it all.
Oh, not the step out of bounds.
On 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Immediate challenge.
And 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Probably making this field goal.
The coach
anyways.
still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone.
Wow. Fuck, I'm running out of time.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground.
Get his ass. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Your running back has been a monster.
And the pummeling has started.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 25 to Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And the ball
my
is
God.
free on the pitch. And the defense snatches it, and they reverse the field.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This game's kind of dumb sometimes.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
303 rushing yards, not bad.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
I don't think I've ever been rushed on for that many. Hopefully people
Happy
are
with the
watching this
situation,
tape.
the quarterback will take a knee. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long.
My guy had.
And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone.
Letting Mass touch the ball one more time.
He'll
The game
start the
flips on its
return
head.
inside his 5.
This guy's a beast.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
East Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this